Hello, Chair Yoga team. How are you on this fifth and final of the series of mini abbreviated Chair Yoga sessions for you guys while I'm on this hiatus, sabbatical, whatever you want to call it, this epic European adventure, which don't you know this month of August will just fly by. I mean, there's a statement of the obvious, like way closer here. But I just wanted to just touch base with you guys, giving you a little shout out from where I'm at. You know, it's the western part of Austria called Homenins, not too far from Bregenz, and another town called Dornbirn. So if you want to get a map out, you can see how those little towns. Bregenz is again city on the Lake Constance, near the Lake Constance shore, and Dornbirn's a little inland, and Homenins is even further inland. One of my favorite periodicals, one of my favorite magazines, Guideposts, and they usually highlight. They have this thing called the Upside, and this is from William Shatner. We remember him from Star Trek days. He's 90 years old, and this is a quote. So I can get my glasses. That is from William Shatner. I probably say wow more now than when I was a child. William Shatner, Star Trek actor, who is 90, became the oldest person to travel to suborbital space on the wonders and mysteries of life. So he went up about a year ago in one of those, either those rocket ships by Jeff Bezos from Amazon, or maybe it was Elon Musk, I can't remember, or maybe it was Sir Richard Branson and his, they call it his space, I think they call his space program, what do they call it? I can't remember, but I just love some of these other little pearls of wisdom. This is from an NBA great, Julius Erving. I don't know if you guys remember Julius from back in the day. I always thought one of two things could happen when you take a shot. You make it or you miss it. If you can give yourself freedom to fail, it builds your confidence and you can play with total enjoyment. And then this is an author, her name is Lauren Graham, from her book, In Conclusion, Don't Worry About It. The quote, unquote, success parts of life look good to others, but the best parts are actually the simple daily experiences. This is true whether you're an actor or a teacher or a waitress. I know this because I've been all three. So here we are, seated in our posture, our tall spine, our soft shoulders, our feet planted onto the earth, eyes open or closed, and just noticing, being aware how that physical body is in this moment in time. You know, in that, you know, we talk about being in the present moment. So that moment's just gone by. So as this next moment has just transpired, we're just in the moment, doing the best job we can, not to ruminate on last week or project into tomorrow. Again, a gentle reminder that this physical body and the breath that we're breathing are always now. So speaking of breath, I'd like you to turn the attention to deepening the inhale and lengthening the exhale. Taking the right hand to the heart center, the left hand just below the belly button. Let's expand on the inhale, filling up that balloon. That would be the abdominal cavity. Exhale through the mouth, let that balloon deflate. So a few more rounds of that full, rich, and deep diaphragmatic breaths. And to see, maybe you can introduce this breath cycle to your grandkids, to your children, when you've got kids, who have young children, these grandparents and these parents who have kids in that, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years of age, all of the temptations, all of the distractions that are happening in the marketplace. We didn't have those so much. You guys even more so than when I grew up. It's so much fewer distractions back in the day. Now we're inundated. And so can we come back to the breath as an anchor? And please release the hands wherever they feel comfortable as we come to neutral or natural nostril breathing. I'll get the right end. So it's natural, neutral, and nostril breathing. Let's go ahead and make our way to the edge. Nice. Pausing here. Beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and lift the arms and lengthen. And as we exhale, let's twist it to the right. Left hand is front, right hand back. So a little twist and then back to center. Exhale, twist it to the left. Back to center. One more time each side. To the right we go. Back to center. To the left we go. Back to center. Here's the touchdown posture. Now let's move in the spine, twisting. Now let's go laterally. Right hand down, left arm over. And then let's just sweep it up and reverse it. Left hand down, right arm up and over. So let's keep moving from side to side. Here's 4. Breathing into that for 3. Here's 2. All right. Last one. Right hand down, left arm up and over. Other side. And then release. Beautiful. Okay. We're going to do the, if you recall, the eye drills. So minimizing that forward head tilt. I've got my thumb, my right thumb is out in front. So I'm gazing at that right thumbnail. And as I do, without moving the head, that right thumbnail goes towards the ceiling. Working on peripheral vision and then back to center. That right thumbnail goes out to the side. Back to center. Right thumbnail to the left. Temptation may be to move the head, but keep it neutral. Back to center. Right thumbnail is down with the belly button. You're seeing the tops of your cheeks, then back to center. And then here we go. Draw that right thumbnail into the bridge of the nose. Slowly back out. One more time. Right thumb draws in towards the bridge of the nose. Slowly back out. Nice. Releasing the right hand down. Gently close the eyes. I've got some students that kind of wave at the eyes, sweep the eyes, so to speak, maybe squinch them closed tight, and then relax them. That's nice. All right, we haven't done much with the lower part of the body. You know, we're going heels lift, toes lift, just to engage calves and shins. Nice. Beautiful. Here we go. 4, 3, there's 2, and then 1. Pause. Okay, let's reconnect with the legs. Take one of your weights. Actually, I'm going to do both weights. So both weights are on my right thigh. So both weights on your right thigh. First motion is heels lift, toes lift. So it's a calf raise. The further you draw those weights towards the knee, it may get a little deeper engagement. So here we go, lifting and lowering for 3. There's 2. I'd like you to lift and hold. Press into the ball of that right foot. We'll hold for 3. It's almost there for 2. Now 1, heel lowers. Okay. So now it is right leg lifts, right leg lowers. So that's it. And I'm trying to minimize leaning my torso backwards. So here's 3. Here's 2. Last one, we lift and hold. Hold that steady for 3. That's nice. Almost there for 2. All right, on 1, left foot, right foot lowers, switching the weights to that left leg. All right, once they're there, maybe more towards that left knee, heel lifts, heel lowers. Yeah, hello, calf raise. Here's 3, 2. Last one, we lift and hold. So I'm pressing into the ball of that left foot. Retain that posture, that long spine, crown head to ceiling. We'll hold for 3. As you guys breathing into that for 2. Now 1, left heel lowers. Okay. Make sure you've got those weights supported because we're lifting and lowering that left leg. Lift straight up and lower back down. Here's 3. Here's 2. Last one, we lift and hold. Hold that steady for 3. Breathing into that for 2. You guys now on 1, please lower. All right. Go ahead, mindfully take your weights back to the floor. I may feel like a little rag doll here. Take them back to the floor, back to seated, please. Shake those legs out a little bit if you need to reset. Maybe onto one butt cheek and then the other. Arms once again come out like wings. Palms are down and we're circling. Small at first, you know that story. And then we get bigger and then just as big as you can go. Here's 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. Nice. The last one, out like wings, palms up. Let's circle backwards. Okay. Yep. Start to enlarge your territory. And then just as big as the shoulders will allow. Here's 4. Big sweeping motions. 3. Here's 2. Last one. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Sliding both feet forward. I know you can't see the tops of my feet, but they're there. Hips are in line with the knees. Knees are in line with the ankles. Then the hands on the thighs. Let's slide. Slide the hands down past the knees, onto the shins, maybe all the way down to the feet. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Thinking about how that state fair is going in Indianapolis. A little side to side rock, maybe. Mm-hmm. Now something a little different. Let's sweep the arms and see if we can bind them to our low back. They might come out to the back. You might get the fingertips to touch. Maybe you can interlace. This is huge for the shoulder blades and the collarbones as we hold for 3. Breathing into that for 2. Now maintain the bind, maintain the hands back there and rise on up. Use the core, come up. So this should be a spreading of the collarbones and a squeezing of the shoulder blades. Now simply undo, let the hands relax, draw those ankles back underneath the knees. Ankles draw back underneath the knees. Beautiful, guys. Okay. Coming back to the upper part of the body. Weight into that right hand. That right elbow nestles inside that right thigh. Concentrated bicep curl with this one weight. If it feels better to use both weights, absolutely. Inhale, we rise up. Exhale, we lower down. All the way. We straighten that right arm all the way. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. So here's 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2. Here's 1. Squeeze that bicep muscle to top. We'll hold for 3. Beautiful. This static posture, almost there for 2. Now, when ever so slowly start to straighten that right arm. Take your time, but let that arm straighten fully. Beautiful. And then switch. Okay. Left elbow is nestled inside that left thigh. We reach up and lower down. That's the motion. Here we go. 6. Here's 4. Here's 2. Last one. Squeeze that bicep head. We'll hold for 3. My elbow's kind of buzzing into my the left thigh for 2. All right, now ever so slowly, we're going to start to straighten that left arm. Take your time. Left arm will come to fully straightening and then release it back to the mat, back to the floor. Yep. Okay. Return back to mountain. Hands on the hips. We mean the business and we're going to spin. It's the torso. We just, with the hands on the hips, may feel a little bit of a hip action. I wish we had an image of our skeletal spine doing this, So we're in this direction for 3. Keep spinning for 2. Nice. Now 1, take it, reverse it. All right. There's 3. There's 2. Back to neutral. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. All right. I'm drawing this right arm forward. I'm flexing the right fingertips. I'm going to take my left fingertips and draw the right fingertips back. So that heel of that right hand is drawing forward. Keep the shoulders low. Stretch that right forearm, that right wrist. Nice. We'll hold for 3. Breathing into that for 2. That 1, release. I suggest, yeah, we shake that right wrist out a bit. Okay. Now left arm is forward, left fingertips to the ceiling. Now the right fingertip is going to draw those left fingertips back towards towards my wrist. Hello on this side. So there's a nice extension through this left wrist as we hold for 4. Nice breathing steady into that for 3. Draw those right fingertips or left fingertips as far back as possible. No pinching, go almost there for 2. Not 1. Yes. Let's give the right wrist, excuse me, the left. It is my right wrist, but it's your left wrist to shake out. Okay. All right. Right arm forward, fingers down. So I'm drawing I'm drawing not the heel of my hand, but now the wrist towards you guys as I take the left fingertips and press right fingertips back towards the forearm. Ooh, hello, stretch. Ooh, yeah. Here we go. Stretching that. What my shoulders want to creep up, so keep the shoulders soft for 3. Breathing into that for 2. Now 1, relax. Fingers get a wiggle or shake out. Left arm down, left arm forward, left fingertips down. Okay. See, we have alignment of left wrist, left elbow, left shoulder, and we're not too high or down too low. Right fingertips to the back of the left fingertips. And here we go. We're drawing those left fingertips towards that forearm. Hello, right, left forearm. Hello, stretch there. Mindful of that. Just notice what you feel into that left forearm as we hold for 3. All is well, breathing into that for 2. Now on 1, release it. Fingers wiggle, wrist rotate, right wrist, and then the left shake it. Shake it on out. Yeah, let it go. Nice. Just keeping the fingertips. Now this is going to sound safe. Those with bare feet, a little easier. With shoes on, I'm dragging my toe pads towards the balls of my feet. So I'm literally dragging them across the floor or across the mat or across the soles of my shoes. So I'm just going to, a little harder to do with shoes on. So if you feel like you want to practice with shoes off, maybe, and you can do this at home. Just to, work on those balls of the feet and the toes for 3. Toe pads are drawing across that floor for 2. Nice. Got 1, pause. And I imagine the ballroom's carpeted. So, some of these things may be a little different, especially now. And here I am in the 5th and 5th. When we come to standing, which we'll do in a moment, the squishiness of the carpet means we're going to be more challenged in our balance. So as we warm up for the stand up, you'll remember this. It's left arm and right leg, and then right arm and left leg. And that's the warm up at whatever pace, whatever intensity as we go for 6. Steady into this for 5. Here we go for 4. Here's 3, 2. All right, last one. Let that little momentum take you on up. The option is to stay seated. And now we're going to go ahead and let that base of the chair face you. So I'll make sure you see me in this position. Move the weights out of the way. Again, if the weights didn't make it to the bottom, you could always do all of those things with the weights with body weight. Okay, so let's get comfortable in mountain pose, seated or standing. Let's sweep the arms wide and high. You know where we're going to go. We're going to swan dive, flat back, forward fold. Bring the hands wherever they feel comfortable. Heel toe the feet out towards the edges. Heel toe the feet, they're at a bit of an angle, and we're going to bend the knees. It's a plie. Marge and Rosalie, you can draw those thighs up one at a time, maybe both of them simultaneously. That's a little more challenging. So let's just little squat, lift the heart. The intensity is kind of dump into this. So I'm going to see if I can lift the heart as we hold for 3. Nice, almost there for 2. Now re-straighten the legs, please. Okay. Maybe a little shaking, a little shimmy. We'll go one more time. Rebend the knees. Yep. See if those knees can travel over the tops of the feet. Lift the heart. Lower the booty. Yeah. Nice. Maybe a little bounce as we hold for 3. Let's guys breathing into that for 2. Now 1, re-straighten. Heel toe your feet back into about hip distance. Nice. And let's revisit mountain. Go back up. Oh, yeah. Okay. Here we are. Mountain pose. All right. Once again, sweep the arms wide and high. Maybe the gaze follows. Exhale, we swan dive. Leading with the chest, leading with the heart. Hello. Yeah. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to put weight into that left foot. Right leg is to the back. I'm going to bend that left knee. And I'm going to see if I can get my left heel to kind of come in alignment with my right instep. Okay, in this position, I'm taking my left hand to the center of the chair and my right arm to the ceiling. Left hand to the center of the chair, the right arm to the ceiling. In the seated position, I know this is a little more tricky. We'll hold for 3, breathing into that for 2. Now, one right hand comes down. Okay, super grounded because now I'm taking my right hand to the center chair and left arm lifts. That's going to twist the torso a lot differently. So stay really grounded from the waist down. We'll hold for 3, breathing into that for 2. Now, one left hand comes down, right foot comes up, reset. All right, weight to that right foot. I'm going to bring this left foot back. Right knee bends. Right heel, you might be able to eyeball that the right heel is kind of in alignment with the left instep. Right hand stays to the chair, left arm lifts. Open up that left side body. We'll hold for 3, breathing into that for 2. Now, one left hand comes down. Yeah, make it happen as this right arm lifts. It's going to twist, is going to be a lot different. We'll hold for 3. Nice, nobody's falling. Stay super grounded. Breathing into that for 2. That one right hand down, left foot up, mountain pose. Nice. Okay. From mountain pose, you can touch the chairs like this. Lift the heels, lower the heels, lift the heels, lower the heels. Yeah. If you don't need the chair, we're just lifting and lowering. Actually, not only the heels lift, but let's bring the toes and lift the toes as well. Usually do this seated. Here's 3, 2, last one. Okay, here we go. Woodland terrace. Let's bring our chair back to face the front. Back to the edge of the chair. Back to the heart center. Reconnecting with the idea of, those little quotes. And I know you might get, I don't know if Deborah or some of the life enhancement teams put little quotes out there, things that can be a little inspirational. I mean, 15 or 20 years ago, I would have rolled my eyes at all those quotes. I mean, I was like, yeah, whatever. But I've known over the course of time, I've learned to embrace them and know them as ways to maybe just brighten a moment, brighten a day. All right, I'm going to take my fists in between my knees. And I'm purposely squeezing my knees together. Hopefully it doesn't hurt your hands. So squeeze those knees in, squeeze those knees together as much as you can. This is going to work the inner thighs a bit as we squeeze for 4. Breathing steady into that for 3. Almost there for 2. Now relax. Okay. I'm taking my hands to the outside of my knees, and I'm pressing my knees outward while pressing them inwards. Yeah. You might feel it into the chest and the shoulder heads a bit. So kind of a double action here. So keep pressing the knees out while pressing them in for 4. Nice. Here we go for 3. Getting into that for 2. Nice. That one, relax. Okay. Good job, guys. All right. You'll remember this one. Arms are coming forward. Palms are facing up. Right arm is underneath left. Right arm goes underneath left. Thumbs down. So let those palms start to face each other. Interlace. There's already a pop in my shoulder. Draw those interlaced knuckles towards the chest. Yeah. Nice. All right. We're going to do a little add-on. Lift that right leg. Nice. We'll hold for 3. Breathing into that for 2. Right leg lowers. Lift the left leg. Hold that for 3. Almost there for 2. That on 1. Lower down. Now the hard part, you want to give it a shot. Maybe you're just lifting the heels, but if you can, lift both legs. I can't even do it. So I'm just going to keep my toes grounded. Yeah. We'll hold, keep the toes grounded for 3. You think it's that for 2. Now let's undo the bind. Release the heels to the mat. Fingers wiggle. The wrist rotation. Let's shake that out. Give it a good shake out. Now we do the other side. Here we are. Palms are up. Left arm is underneath right. Left arm is underneath, thumbs down. Let those hands interlace. Mindful of the shoulders, let them soften. Knuckles draw in. Elbows, maybe the tricep and elbows are tugging the torso or hugging the torso. If you can lift them up a little higher, that's wonderful. Now here we go. We're lifting that right leg. You feel this a little bit to the core. Just notice this, and then the right leg lowers. Lifting the left leg. Left leg lowers. And let's do this. Once again, lift the right leg because this is just too hard to lift. Thanks. And then lower. Left leg. And then lower. And please, let's give the wrists a release. Shake it on now. Oh, yeah. You guys. Okay. Pausing here. Hands back at the heart space. And with the hands at the heart center, let's shimmy. You can maybe put, scoot yourself back at the heart center. Only to go ahead and let the heels of the hands stay together. Index finger, middle finger, and ring finger float apart. So the pinkies and the thumbs stay connected. We've been in this mudra, this hand placement before. Heels of the hands are connected, pinky fingers connected, thumbs are connected, and we lift up. So metaphorically, kind of drawing energy into this chalice, this cup, this lotus mudra, mudra being hand placement, and all the good stuff, the vibrations, the good energy, the groundedness, the joy, the patience, the opportunities will hold for 3. Beginning step for 2. Now, eventually hands come back to the heart center and everything connects, or fingers reconnect. Beautiful. And then please, here we go, team, let's just release the hands wherever you want to go. So the 5th and final mini session. So shout out to, hello, Janice. Hello, Marie, Rosalie, and Lou, Bev. Hello, Joe, if you're in the room. Connie, Martha, Arj. See if Gail is back. Hello, Gail. Dali, hello. I'm missing. I hope I'm not missing anybody. There's 1 or 2 that have ventured into this recorded version, so let us just relax. Hello, Jeannie. Hello, Jeannie. All is well. Noticing the silence. Noticing your breath. Noticing your thoughts. Noticing any physical sensations in the body. Let's again draw the hand back to the heart center. Hello, heart space. You are so vital to our existence, that heart, taking care of it and honoring it, and us individually, collectively sealing the practice and honoring this ancient practice. Again, deep thanks to Deborah for helping me arrange this, bringing this to you guys in this abbreviated format to keep a little bit of that connection going. Miss you guys. Can't wait to when we reconnect after the Labor Day holiday. Questions, comments, feedback, you could maybe feed them through Martha, not through Martha, through Deborah. Again, my email is my first name, Neil, Neil, the @ symbol, and then the words at the core, CORE, Indy. So ATTHECOREINDY.com. Feel free to send me an email if you'd like. I've got my laptop with me and can check things from abroad. In that traditional fashion, please know the divine lights, the teacher, and the spirit that dwells within me, indeed, with a bunch of gratitude. Hopefully, embracing some of these motivational phrases, these little quotes and inspirational messages, bows to the divine light, the teacher, and the spirit inside each of you guys. Namaste. Drink the water, guys. Hopefully, it's cool and calm in India. I love you guys. Until we meet again after the Labor Day holiday, peace. All is well.